fellow speakers, I guess. No. Well, my first evaluation, and I was thrilled and delighted to have the opportunity, but also to hear such a informative and enlightening speech that amazed me by going on for over 9 minutes. Normally that would be a learning point, and I suppose I should say it is a learning point, but as I'm so used to this speaker finding it difficult to continue for the required length of time sometimes, this came as rather a surprise to me. But let's just continue. I found that she was confident and relaxed, with a clear voice that was easy to hear, easy to understand. And there wasn't a lot of nerves, a little at times, but that's only understandable. There was good eye contact. There was hand gestures, like the length that they do, but it was not a topic that sort of, I felt, gave itself very easily to hand gestures and voice changes, because it was really more of an informative talk, and I was informed. But further on in her talk, the speaker said, "Nobody knows," and then went on about what these organisations did. But I feel that by the time that she had finished speaking, we did know quite a bit about it. She brought us into the subject, made it seem interesting, and made us want to know. And I was particularly interested about the brighter futures, because I was one of those people that was on that journey to Oxford. So I do know a little bit what it was about. But I do have to give learning points, because I would not be given a fair evaluation if I didn't. And there was just a couple of little things which I would sort of put as learning points. I think probably the main one, but I'm very hesitant, because I like to say everything positive, but I know it is positive to give learning points, isn't it? And I just felt it was a bit distracted with the moving about with the glasses, of taking them on and taking them off, and moving them, and being very gestury with the notes. I mean, it's expected to be reading notes at this stage, and I'm just trying to learn not to. But it was, I sort of felt that as a learning point, it would be more helpful to be working out a way to write them, and to have them, and to see them, and to have them clearly written out, which was a topic which we did here a few weeks back on making notes. And I feel that that would be very helpful, so that the notes can be down and kind of like looked at, and not have to be moved about as much. But that is more on being prepared with the material that you've written it out on. But yeah, I'm saying there were a few ones, but very little. There was no losing her way and not knowing what to say. The others were really just looking at a list before then. And it was a clear ending. It was well constructed. Just one little comment, and this is kind of more personal to reflection. There was a lot of detail, and I sort of felt that perhaps there was a little too much detail. That although it was all useful and it did provide us with knowledge, I may have been a little better to have had a little bit more depth on one or two of the points, and to have shortened it a bit on some of the other points, and then it wouldn't have been 9 minutes. But well done. And I'm just looking forward to the next one. And I'd love to see you do a subject where you can have opportunity to use more expression, more hand signals than what this subject allowed. But when you come to speaking with conviction, that you definitely spoke with conviction.